Welcome everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We are entering the Mexican Grand Prix, which is the third to last Grand Prix of the season. It is going to be Brazil and then Australia, and then season 5 is going to be over, and then we're going to go into a break. So we'll see if we can keep pushing on the Red Bulls. Today is going to be a very important day. Hopefully we can make a lot of points in this Grand Prix so that we push on the Red Bulls. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what happens at the Mexican Grand Prix. Before we continue though, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure that red button down below is pressed. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Season 5 ending is going to be quite insane, so please be sure to stick around, join this community, and also be notified when the final episodes of the season go up. You don't want to miss them. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for stopping by, and let's move on with the Mexican Grand Prix. Alright, without further ado, I think it is time to go into the Mexican Grand Prix. There's nothing really we need to touch on. We don't have any movement on the R&D progress, and yeah, things look good. We have a 70-point gap in the constructors, and we sit comfortably 36 points ahead of Perez. So I think the driver standings can be secured today or tomorrow or in the next Grand Prix. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to focus on the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's head on into race weekend. Alright, qualifying at the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, I believe. So there was, before coming into this weekend, there was a regulation change. Parts of the powertrain was getting adapted for next year, so there were some changes to the components, and that wasn't much really. We had 80-something thousand resource points, and we invested about 10,000, maybe even less, to be honest, less than that, into adapting all the other parts. So it's all done. So yeah, there was no cutscene, no nothing, which was very strange, but good thing I checked because it was there. So we adapted everything there. We did our practice program. Overall, very easy, very well done. There weren't many complicated bits, but especially the chicane in sector 1, the Turner 1 chicane pretty much is one of concern, because you want to be as tight as possible around the chicanes to maximize the potential of having a fastest time. So that's what I was focusing on a lot. And the slaloms in sector 2/3, I think that is also a place of concern, with the hairpin turn in the stadium section. That's also a place where you could potentially lose a lot of time if you don't hug the corner as closely as possible. So those are the three specific sectors that I'm going to focus on. That's what I did focus on in practice, and I will focus during the qualifying session. That's what cost me a lot of time, but overall by FP3 I was 4th on the softs. The softs have approximately 2-second delta compared to the hards, so I think I'm going to try and stay on the mediums and the softs for the Grand Prix. I don't think there's any rain expected, so that is a good sign because we can run on a dry circuit. Plus, the game did update. The Jeddah update came through just now. Video will be coming out soon when the season ends and we're in that season break. I'll do a lap around Jeddah just to prepare for the My Team experience that'll happen in season 6. But right now, focus is on Mexico. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can set a decent enough time to see us into Q2. Alright, let's see. First lap. Let's see our time here. P10. Okay. We should be good. I'm going to cool the tires down. Maybe do one more lap just for insurance, see if I can improve. And then we'll see what happens in Q2. Alright, second lap of Q1, P5, okay. That should be good enough to see us into the next round. Indeed, we get bumped down to P7, but that's enough to see us into the next round. Sergio Perez in P1, Max Verstappen in P2. Ayrton Senna P4, us in P7. Raikkonen, Eilish, Schwartzman, Latifi, Aitken, and Mazepin get knocked out, the usual suspects. Let's move on to Q2. Alright, first lap of Q2. Let's see what we sit. P8. Not at all safe, but yeah, we should go in get another set of softs and do another lap so that we use the freshest softs if we do make it through to Q3. Alright, nearly 3/10 improved. That brings us up to P3. Okay, that should be okay. I'm gonna bring these tires back because we may be starting on these for the Grand Prix. So I'm gonna cautiously bring these back. Let's see what happens in Q3 then. Oh no! I did get knocked down. Oh dear. So Max Verstappen in the lead, Ayrton Senna in P10, P11 for us, just 5,000th of a second. Ocon, Hamilton, Stroll, Schumacher, Russell are also out with me. Wow, I didn't expect that, but hopefully we can turn things around on race day. Let's see if anyone else takes grid penalties, but it's time for the Mexican Grand Prix.
Welcome along to the most populous city in North America and home now to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. So who, I wonder, will the crowd cheer on today to the top step of the podium? We're a long way above sea level here in Mexico today, which could pose some cooling issues for the cars as they make their way around this 2.6-mile lap. 17 corners with top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and watch out for potential overtaking into turns 1 and 4. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And it's Pierre Gasly in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, and Bottas, Giovinazzi, the Golden Boy, Hamilton and Lance Stroll, Senna, Mick Schumacher, Charles Leclerc, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Russell, Raikkonen, Norris, they've taken a grid penalty, Nicholas Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. Ocon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Eilert, Schwartzman and Jack Aitken. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
We're in good position for the Constructors' title. There are 3 races left, so we need some good results.
Alright, let's see if we can make up for lost points. Today, edit our strategy here. We get promoted to P8 after some people take grid penalties. We are going to be 0.2 seconds slower on this strategy, but we are overall going to be a lot faster towards the end, so I'm not too worried here. 43.5 kilograms and fuel. Will there be a safety car? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just going to go 43.8. I'm going to have a buffer, so to say. Let's start then. 5 red lights here in Mexico City, and away we go. Alright, time to push. Hamilton on the softs. Got a decent start. Stroll's behind me. Senna on the softs also had a great start. Gonna try and get some slipstream off the cars ahead. Around the outside. The 2 Mercedes are squabbling. Oh my god, there's a crash behind us. There's a Ferrari off. Thanks for leaving the door open, boys. Can we get him? Not yet. Oh god, I gotta cut it. Sorry. Oh, it's 3 wide. I don't want a piece of it. Up the inside. Oh dear. They just smashed into me. I am a bit erratic right now. Vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Okay, that was a poor turn out of there, but whatever. We are continuing. Perez ahead. Tsunoda ahead of him. I had to move out of the way of Sainz earlier. He broke immediately. He hit the brakes early. Pretty much stuck in no man's land. 3 seconds ahead, Perez. 1.7 behind is Hamilton. Hamilton's definitely going to catch me at this rate. Let's hope that I stay competitive. Definitely going long as well, so... My tires are not enjoying this experience. Front left is 105 degrees, rears are on over 100. What's going on? Can we please have some grip here? I have no idea what's going on with the car. Oh no, that's invited Hamilton into the fight. Hamilton is within 1 second. He's gonna get DRS, I believe. Does he have DRS? Yeah, his DRS is open, right? Yeah. That's not good. Moment of truth. Can we defend against this? Oh dear. Defend the inside line. Hamilton wants that slipstream. Oh, he's gone. Defended well. Need to go another step here. He's still gonna have DRS, I believe. Oh, but he got held up by Sainz, I believe. Or he had a poor line in. Oh dear. Here we go. Defend against Hamilton one more time. Gonna go on the inside line again. There he goes. Hamilton all around the outside. His top line speed isn't all too great. Jack Aitken's out of the session. Nice. Good defense against Hamilton. The straight line speed on that Mercedes ain't the greatest. Okay, time to really push on Tsunoda, because as soon as we get close enough, Hamilton gets in our way. Now the thing is, I wonder if Codemasters put altitude into account for all of this. I mean, my engine temps don't look to be too problematic, but the tires don't like to really cool down that easily here. I wonder if they put altitude into account. Okay, Pierre Gasly in the pits. First one to pit amongst all of us. Hamilton's still out.
That's P3. You've moved into a podium position.
Alright, buddy, but not for long. Senna's in too. First round of pitters are in. Driver behind.
Hamilton behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 10 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:15.3.
Next lap, I think everyone's in. Perez in. Tsunoda's in, I believe. Sure, Hamilton's going in. Yeah, everyone's going in for their first stop. They're doing 2 stops, which is quite bizarre. No one has ultimate tire wear upgrades, I guess. Or the AI is just opting for a 2-stop strategy. But here we go. Continuing on the mediums until lap 21. Oh, VSC deployed. Oh no, it looks like Senna's been hit. Oh dear, it looks like it's Senna. Lap 13. Alright, green flag running. Alright, time to continue our positive drive out in front. We did save some fuel, which was good. Let's see. Oh, Callum Island is out of the session. What's going on? Oh, I've been pushed wide. Forgot to turn. But anyway, we didn't get penalized for it.
Yellow flag.
Is Islet here? Oh yeah, he's here.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
Teammate status.
They're on old softs. They're in 20th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 14.7.
Dang it, Senna. What are you doing? He's not clinical enough right now. We need him up here in podiums. Why is he on old softs? He should just box for hards. Okay, Gasly's in. Why? And Paris is gone. Did they crash? They might have crashed. That's good for us. We have some fresh air.
Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
Okay, so Nicholas Latifi comes out of the pits apparently. He is far behind. Blue flag, buddy. Thank you. We box this lap. Alright. It's been way too easy. The AI just don't know what's happening to them. AI is struggling. Ever since Season 5, the AI has been up and down. It's because of stupid strategy, I think. Because we're only doing a 1 stop, they're doing 2 stops. We're in for another podium. Another P1 finish. I have no faith in Senna. Wondering if the Red Bulls all struggle today. I think it's just a battle between me and Paris, to be honest. Let's go in. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Okay, we're in. We're in for new softs, I believe. I think I chose it. This text box doesn't disappear. It doesn't... So, yeah, it doesn't disappear until I'm out of here. 2.5? Okay, I'll take. You see? It doesn't disappear. It's a glitch. Tsunoda's passed us.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Okay, we got Lando Norris behind us. Driver behind.
Norris is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 20.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 15.6.
Okay, so everyone needs to pit still. I think Schumacher's in for some solid points today. I think Schumacher's ending on those hards. Driver behind.
Schumacher is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 13.0 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 22 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
What?
The time last lap was a 1 minute 16.7. The
Why?
gap behind us is 13.9 seconds.
Schumacher has one more stop to make. Why? Absolute nonsense. If you're on the hards, you can finish the Grand Prix. Okay, no DRS on Tsunoda just yet. Fastest lap, 1:13.4.
That was the fastest lap of the race so
Interesting.
far.
We're going for Tsunoda now. Gunning for him. Let's see if we can get him. Schumacher's in, as expected. Hamilton's right behind us. Ooh, exceeding track limits. Gotta be clinical for the rest of the Grand Prix. Up the inside of Tsunoda. Ugh. Lock up.
Increasing the gap to the car behind.
Okay, we got Latifi here.
Keep this up.
Blue marker, back marker, blue flags. There's also a Mercedes right here. Overtaking Williams. But we do have a Haas ahead as well, a Mercedes, and then our teammate Senna and Schwartzman or Schumacher there, I guess. We are constantly extending the gap to the car behind. Oh, there's a piece of a front wing there. Did someone have a crash ahead? Quite possibly. Oh dear, it's Senna. What's going on with Senna? Come on. That's some BS. Leclerc stole my fastest lap too. Dang it. Come on Senna, get the fastest lap please. Do you have a fresh set of softs? Maybe you don't because you pit too many times. But we got Mazepin here.
The underbody's taken some damage.
Ow,
You may start
bloody
to
hell.
notice it.
Underbody damage, that's fine. Thanks Mazepin, get out of my way. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Alright. Very risky maneuver, but I do have the gap for it. So I'm gonna go in, put on a new set of softs. I say new, but they are worn a tiny bit from practice, I believe, or qualifying. So let's see if we can get a good release here. We got new, or used set of softs going on. 2.3 I'll take. Let's see. I should be comfortably ahead of Tsunoda. He's still making that bend. Let's go. How used are these? Yeah. I'm gonna gun for the fastest lap here. Is this the fastest lap? Yes, we got it. Final lap of the race, and we do get the fastest lap, 112.7. Our risk paid off, 7.5 to Tsunoda behind us. And smooth sailing to the finish line. Don't know what's going on with the AI. But they have pooed themselves. Mercedes and Red Bull nowhere to be seen on the podium. We're in the top 5, I mean top 5, Hamilton's in 5th. But where's Bottas? Not quite sure. Time to bring this home though.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Yeah, I have just about enough. I think the FIA is gonna disqualify me, just like they disqualified Vettel. For not having enough fuel in my tank. Anyway, let's go. Sainz on the podium though. Good to see a Ferrari back up there. I think Sainz got the podium a couple races ago. The fanfare has started. And that's P1. We extend the lead. 26 points. Let's go. Solid points today.
Okay, somebody want to tell me how to stop this thing?
Fantastic drive, and it means your driver's world champion. What a result. Enjoy it.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close. And the new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Well, there we go. We secured the Drivers' Championship. Didn't know that was the case, but that has been great news to our ears. Yuki Tsunoda on the podium as well, with Sainz also up there. So I think that's been a splendid Grand Prix to round out the season. Drivers' Champion, here we are. Well, good to see our name at the top with a purple fastest lap. That was a good gamble, by the way. 1 point was very, very important. Tsunoda and Sainz also on the podium with me. Giovinazzi, Hamilton, Norris, Schumacher, Verstappen, Raikkonen, and Russell round out the finishers. Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Bottas, Perez, Leclerc, Schwartzman, Mazepin, Latifi, Senna round out the finishers. I'm sorry, I meant the points finishers earlier, up until George Russell. Eilert and Aitken do not finish the race today after engine failures of some kind. Let's take a look at the standings. We are secured in the driver standings. It is ours. Good to see us complete it and win it. So yeah, we officially won our first Drivers' Championship in Season 5. That deserves a like, I think. Smash that like button down below. Senna didn't score any points, but still maintains his P5 position. Yuki Tsunoda is slowly climbing. He's 2 points behind Senna. Where is he going? I'm not sure. Senna is not performing right now, which is kind of odd. So hopefully he can score some points next time, because the constructor standing is looking a little spicy. 48-point gap because Red Bull had a poor day out. I think Max Verstappen was P8 and I was P1 with the fastest lap. So we dropped that gap a little bit. 48 points. Not quite sure if we can do anything more. If I keep doing stunning drives like today, P1 and fastest lap, I could possibly overtake Red Bull on my own, but Red Bull will need to have a poor Grand Prix for both Perez and Verstappen. We'll see how this evolves over the next 2 Grand Prix, the final 2 Grand Prix coming up in the series. Now that has been a splendid Grand Prix, a very important Grand Prix to win, and turns out we are Drivers' Champions. I am very happy with that result. Winning the Drivers' Championship has been one of the goals this season, and to succeed in doing that is very, very good. Second best car on the grid, but overtook the Red Bull drivers of Perez and Verstappen, who seem to be having very bad days in the offices recently. But that's good for us. We can take their spoils, and here we are with P1 by the end with the fastest lap. Brazil is next. Hopefully we can keep pushing for those points. 48-point gap to the Red Bulls is quite a significant gap if I keep performing on my own. If I have to carry the team, then it's a bit of a bummer. I don't know what would have happened if I had Rosberg. I think he would have scored some points for us today. Very solid points. The guy is very solid. He's been our best second driver so far this season, or in any of the seasons so far. So yeah, I may look forward to signing Rosberg sometime soon. Who knows? But anyway, that is for later. We are going to focus on the Brazilian Grand Prix next time out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe using the red button down below. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when I upload next. The season finale is coming up, but we have to hit a penultimate Grand Prix before we get there, which is the Brazilian Grand Prix. So until then, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video of mine.
You're so pretty, every day I'm thinking, baby, could you help me, cause I'm freezing. If it wants to see me, it's cause you mean